I thought that creating a name for myself and winning would make people care.
Yeah.
Put all the pain into basketball. I shut up and I just played. But they say shut up and hoop.
Dang.
Okay, just shut up and hoop. That was the motto. Just shut up and hoop.
Welcome to New Arena, a space where athletes share the stories of discovering who they are beyond the game. We're back with episode 11. It's your girl Dom, and today I'm sitting down with former college basketball player, streetball hooper, and content creator, Marissa Mandeldove. She's got a story, she's dropping gems, and there's a lot to unpack in this one. So let's get into it.
Before basketball became what it was, how was it for you as a kid? What did you love most about it growing up?
There was like one moment in time where I decided I didn't want to play any other sport but basketball. And my parents didn't pressure basketball on me. I have two older brothers and they both played basketball, but it wasn't like, oh, Marissa, you have to play basketball. Like my mom honestly wanted me to do girly sports. Like she had me in gymnastics. I was in softball, tennis. But like my oldest brother, he went to Shiloh High School, which is down the street.
Yeah.
He won a championship there. He's 7 feet tall, so he had a different type journey than I've had, but he made me want to play basketball. Like when he won a championship and everybody was like just cheering for him and fanned out, and he had offers, and my dad was so proud of him. Like that's all he could ever talk about. And you know, my brother ended up going to UConn off of that. It was just like a great experience as a young girl, like watching. Like, oh, I want to do that. I want to win. Like, I'm trying to win championships like my brother. Like, we leaving legacies, okay? He can't be the only cool one in the family. So that, like, got me into it. And then by middle school, I was like, yeah. I played my first little school league in 5th grade. And it was like, oh, this is fun. I want to do this.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That's my favorite part.
And when you were thinking about basketball as a kid and everything it could be, what did you imagine it could be? Or did you ever imagine like how far you could take it?
Of course. I didn't really have high dreams of ever going to the WNBA though. Like I will say that was never really in my mind, because it was told to me so many times that like it's so rare that as young women we're gonna go or get a chance to go to the WNBA, no matter if you go D1. Like, so that ideology was really kind of like drilled into my head, like, oh, make sure you have a plan B, C, and all that. And basketball was always in all of my plans, so I just didn't care.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but yeah, girl, I just wanted to play basketball.
You just wanted to hoop.
That's it. That's all I knew. Like, I'm like, hey, if I can get overseas, God is good.
Yeah.
And I still haven't been overseas, which God is still amazing. Okay, God is still amazing.
For you, it just seems like the love for the game. That's really what you were doing it for. It's just like you love that thing. So wherever it took you.
I feel incomplete when I don't play basketball. Like there's been years where I didn't touch a ball because of pain. Like I was sick. I would be sad when I go to the court, or I just couldn't physically get out there because the mental blockage that I had and the relation or correlation with basketball and pain, right?
For sure.
And failure and success. So all of it was tied into one, and I won't say regrets, but I just had to find out who I was outside of the sport for a while.
Yeah,
so
for sure. And because we're going to dive into that, your collegiate career was very unique, right? And you end up going to 7 different schools. And without detailing every single spot, what were you searching for during that time?
I always tell people, I call it my pursuit of happiness. I was searching for happiness. I was searching for opportunity. I was searching for my next achievement, my next goal, like my next friendship, my next success. Like I was just searching, you know. I couldn't stop. I just felt like if I stopped, I was gonna fail. If I stopped, I was gonna get stuck, and I didn't want to stop. Like, regardless of what was going on, regardless of if a coach didn't believe in me, regardless of a transport portal, we didn't have that. I said transport, transfer portal. Like, it was just the pursuit of happiness. Honestly, I just wanted to leave a legacy wherever I went and do this for a purpose. So I always felt like there was something in me that kept me going.
Yeah.
And my drive was so intense. Like, I was making sure that I was getting better every year. Like, it wasn't about recognition,
Yeah.
right? But I am thankful that I did go to all those schools, because I have such a big network now that, like, I can go to any city and probably know somebody in America, and that is dope to me. But that's what 7 Schools was about, the pursuit of happiness, and we still left legacy and won championships.
So you landed, your last 2 years, you landed at Clark Atlanta, and you did have some success there. But you had an experience where you felt like people didn't support you or protect you. How was that like for you mentally?
It was tough. Like, if anybody out there, well, first off, I would like to just give a mild disclaimer. This is low-key a trigger warning for anyone who has ever experienced or had a family member or a friend experience SA. So I do want to put that out there firstly and foremost. But I had my Title IX rights violated while at Clark Atlanta on an occasion. Unfortunately, like the year after my incident with my teammate, I ended up getting suspended for merely telling my story to someone who asked. And it hurt, like, to feel unheard, and then to be, I wouldn't say victimized, because I wasn't treated like a victim. I was treated like a culprit. So that was hard to understand. And then once I did know and understand my rights, the school and the athletic department made it really hard for me to get justice in a way. They didn't apologize. They kind of doubled down on their beliefs and why they did what they did. They ended up, just like kind of turning against me. Like, in a place where I thought they had my back, they didn't. They only had their own back, and it was evident, right? Like, why are you mad at me for something that you asked? You asked my story. I'm not going to shy away. If you ask me a story and you want to know what's my story, and I'm thinking you're genuine, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. And
so I told, and it hurt. I thought that creating a name for myself and winning would make people care. And it was hard. I mean, I did what I needed to do. I had a great season, regardless of the ups and the downs and the trials and tribulations, because there were definitely trials and tribulations. But I will say that through it all, it just taught me to be a stronger person for myself and for the next person. Like, I did try to fight for myself, and unfortunately I didn't get the outcome that I wanted, but I know in the future that I would like to help others maybe possibly get justice and understand what they're going through.
Yeah.
Put all the pain into basketball. I shut up and I just played. But they say shut up and hoop. Okay, just shut up and hoop. That was the motto. Just shut up and hoop. Don't argue. Don't try to prove yourself. Mentally going through turmoil and dealing with mental health. I'm alone. I'm thinking I'm alone. I'm depressed. Right. I'm not living happily how I could have been living, right, with the proper guidance and help, support. I would say, like, support is definitely necessary. It really hurt because I felt like I was the problem. Yeah. And I felt like people didn't see the person that I was and the heart that I had for not just the game, but for humanity, for life. And I had to step away. I had to step away. So I did. It was fun. It was great. But I found my way back.
For sure. And one, I'm sorry that is a part of your story. And I can only imagine what that felt like, especially with no support from the people that is supposed to have your back. That's hard. What was that day-to-day like when you're trying to fight for justice, when you're trying to fight for yourself, when you're trying to get people to believe you, or even just, not even just believe you, but just simply just be like, I hear you, let's do something about it. And all you're getting is nothing, right? How was that? What does that day-to-day life, or what was that day-to-day life like for you?
Honestly, that day-to-day life was very boring, right? I barely left the house most days. I didn't touch a ball. I sent emails. I made calls every day, trying to set appointments with the president. The president quit or got fired, whatever happened. It was just depressing, girl. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to play basketball. I barely ate. I lost a little weight. I think that was the only thing that kept me from being out of shape when I did get back to playing basketball, because that was 30 days before season. We just spent the previous 30 days getting ready.
Yeah.
You know, we got conditioning. I'm waking up at 4 a.m. to get to 5 a.m. conditioning practice every single day, and you suspend me. So that kind of erases all that work.
All the work, yeah.
You go on a hiatus for 30 days, you're gonna fall off a little bit, but I didn't really fall off because I was so angry. I was so hungry that when I came back hard.
With a vengeance. Like in your deepest moments of pain, the one thing that you need is taken away from you. But you did come back.
I did.
And after those 30 days, you came back for everything, because you guys end up winning a championship. You put the team on your back. You guys end up winning a championship. Would you say that basketball helped you during that healing journey, or was it more so you had to get out the pain and that's kind of what sparked that for you?
I just felt like I had something to prove. Like I just had, like when somebody takes something from you that you really truly love, it's like going to jail and you're innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like when you come out, you suing everybody and you helping people, because at the end of the day, you have something to prove. It's a reason why you went through that pain.
Yeah.
It's a reason why I was denied access to the gym, right? Like I was hurting so bad. So when I was able to get back in there, it was just like, oh, y'all really thought y'all was going to make me quit. Like y'all thought I was just not going to come back. I have an attitude problem, chat. I do have an attitude problem, okay? We will address the elephant in the room. I was a spoiled brat growing up. Not gonna lie. I grew up with 3 brothers, so I'm fighting. I won't say I'm fighting all the time, but I do want my respect, right? I want my respect, and I'm gonna respect others, so I would in turn hope that I get respect.
Yeah. You had something to prove. You had to let these people know, like, you couldn't take away my joy, you couldn't take away my drive. And so I'm gonna show you. And you did that. Which is a testament, one, to your resilience, and how hard you were willing to fight. When that time finally ended and your collegiate career was done, what was your relationship with basketball after that?
Once my collegiate career was finished, I ended up getting news from Clark that almost none of my credits transferred, and essentially they wanted me to do a total of 4.5 years at their university after already having my associate's degree and all the other stuff. So I just couldn't do it. I ended up transferring to Clayton State, and I just was a student. I tried to work with the basketball team there at Clayton State for a little, and literally it lasted all of 2 weeks. I was the ball girl. I don't know what I was thinking, going from champion MVP to ball girl. It's very humbling experience. Very humbling experience. Because you got to think, like, those young girls didn't know me.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't in the same conference. Like, they didn't know who I was. Like, and they didn't care. Right? Because, okay, you did win, but
yeah, what is that to us?
You're not overseas right now. You're not in the W. Like, you're a ball girl right now. And I was just trying to get my education, but still stay around the game.
Yeah.
And still, even though I loved it, like I needed a step back, right? Like I didn't need to be in the spotlight at the moment. Like I was trying to get my head right, like, because I was starting to fall out of love with it. Like I had put, you know, like you stated in your other interviews, like your identity when you're an athlete, like I was tied into that. So I felt lost. That first year at Clayton State, I tried, and for a few weeks, ball girl, but it didn't work out. I walked away from it. No ill will, just not for me. I think I just needed to focus on myself and my relationship with God, and that's what I did. Then COVID hit, which was great because I didn't want to be outside anyway. So it was like wonderful. Everybody had to sit in the house. I know most people were complaining. I was thankful. I started a garden. I was happy as hell.
Yeah, because I literally was going to ask you, like, during that time when that journey was, where that jersey was off and you were searching for who you were, what was Marissa like during those 2 years where you weren't playing?
Marissa was cool, man. She learned how to sew. She learned how to become a gardener. I love gardening. And I really was like addicted to like growing shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like garden got bigger and bigger like every year.
Those 2 years of that break of basketball was kind of needed because you found like different parts of yourself, and you found different hobbies and things that you enjoy. And is it accurate of a statement to say that if those 2 years kind of didn't happen for you, you would kind of still be lost in a way of figuring out who you were outside of the game?
Yeah, I think so. I think I was so, for a while, like during those 2 years, I did feel stuck, right? And all I could think about was basketball all the time. So like once I stopped thinking about, oh, like I want to play, but I don't want to play, like I'm torn, like the more I wait, the worse I get because I'm not playing. So when I would try to go play, I wouldn't be that good. And now I'm hard on myself, like, ooh, girl, you suck now. Like, you talk about you want to play basketball, like, you suck now. Like, you're not what you used to be. Like, you got to be honest with yourself. Like, I had to say, okay, all this other stuff is fun, right? But I do still wholeheartedly miss basketball. I miss the game. Like, I miss being around it. I miss teaching it. I miss working with kids. I miss everything that it was for me. And I knew it could be so much more. And like, this is before I really knew that I wanted to be an influencer or anything like that. It was more so just like, I just want to go play. Like, I just want to go play. Yeah. I just want to hoop for real. So it was definitely needed. Because in turn, I did learn a lot about myself, but I also learned that like, I don't want to live without basketball. So I did learn that, and I just started being more positive about it, right? I started claiming what I wanted. I started praying. I started making goals. I started saving my money. I started training. First time in my life I ever had a personal trainer. And that was after that 2 years, I got in the gym. I started training kids. I got back to basketball. I got back to the game. I got back to the environment, the community, and they loved me. They welcomed me back with open arms. I had a lot of questions though. Where you been, what you been doing, and those were hard to answer. So to avoid those questions, I kind of ducked off. I didn't want to explain. I was embarrassed. It was triggering. I didn't feel like I had to explain, you know? Like, if y'all weren't there, like, you know, you weren't there.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I ended up moving to California. I trained for a year straight. Me and Roderick, skilled doctor. Shout out to the skilled doctor, my friend, my guy. He got me right. We got me together. Got my feet together. Got my body together. Got everything together. Got my game together. Got me back into my dog mentality. To where I was out there, I was cooking. I was back on my bully. So, you know, that changed a lot for me. Like once I went and claimed it, it was over. Like I had lost my grandmother to cancer, and she had never been to the beach. And I had been saying I wanted to go to Cali for years and never had gone. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I can't let my grandmother pass away in vain like that. Like, she didn't even get a chance to enjoy her retirement because she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer the week of her retirement party, the week of her last day of work. And like, that is terrible. That sucks. Like, live y'all's life. Do not wait because of stability or because you just want to make sure you're good for later, because what if you're not here later? Yeah.
That's a lot to handle, right? Lost your grandmother, not playing, wanting to get back, feeling like you're not getting back, the questions from everybody, you feel like, I don't want to answer these, like I don't owe you nothing. And then eventually moving to California and setting your feet there and having someone there to push you and get you back on your feet. And essentially kind of develop that love for it again. And you've done a lot of like unorganized basketball now with streetball, and you've made a lot of connections with people, and you're able to lend opportunity with the Globetrotters. What would you say is different about, or what was different about basketball the second time around?
I was fully doing it for me and for the love of the game, and not just for me, but for the community, right? For my purpose. Yeah. It wasn't necessarily to really win championships anywhere. Like, my championship isn't a trophy, right? It's the fact that there are little girls who are more empowered to go play with little boys. And that is why I do it, because my dad pushed us to play with boys. He actually, it wasn't a push, he forced us. Yeah. And that was so essential to like the tenacity, the fight, the dog, you know, like that's how he taught us to be resilient. Have to be tough because some men do not like getting cooked by a woman.
Yeah, facts. That's
very
true.
simple.
Yeah.
So you have to be ready for a little extra bump. You might even get something to your chest a few times. You know, you gotta be ready for that. To just open the doors in the space for women, I think, and girls alike, has been such a motivation to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, at first I was doing it for myself, but when I realized there were little girls who were watching, it meant so much more.
Yeah.
And that's what kept me going, right? It's not about me anymore.
So inspiring the next generation, that's kind of where it came from. One, the passion for the game, wanting to get back and inspiring the next generation. Even myself, like when I saw your videos out there playing against these guys, I'm like, all right, Marissa, like that's cool. And you playing with the Globetrotters, like there's other avenues in how to keep the game with you.
It wasn't me at all. Like, I didn't keep that going. God kept that going. I thought it was over multiple times.
Yeah.
I didn't know where I was going with the sport. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know if it was really mattering. I wasn't making that much money off of content. Network wise, it was growing, and I had gone viral multiple times, but my platforms weren't monetized yet.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter. Like, that was all notoriety to me. And
Got you.
It started to, one, be too much. I had moved back to Atlanta after Cali. It had to be a year after I moved back. I was sad. I was lost. I didn't tell anybody I was back. I ended up starting to play with this women's pro-am team, and we were traveling a little bit, but they weren't giving me a lot of playing time, and it was starting to get frustrating.
Yeah.
And then I ended up tearing my meniscus. So I ended up coming to a game one time, and they gave my jersey away. Like, they invited new people to the game, even though we had a group chat, and they put the roster in there. For some reason, when I get there, my jersey is gone, and everybody's staring at me, and I'm just like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, it's the middle of the season. Like,
yeah,
I just drove an hour to play this game, and y'all just wasting my gas. Like,
facts.
y'all just wasting my gas. So I was just over it. I had actually invited my dad and my friend to come watch me play, so I was embarrassed. So, like, I felt disrespected. I was embarrassed. I didn't curse anybody out, thankfully. I just walked off. I was like, you know, if y'all aren't going to give me my jersey, then I'm going to leave, essentially. Like, I didn't say bye. I was just like, all right, y'all got 30 seconds. Nobody did anything. Everybody was staring at me. I left. And as I was leaving, I totally forgot that I had invited my people. So my dad's like calling my name, like, in the stands. And I'm like holding my tears. So I'm not trying to turn and look, because I don't know if I'm just going to bust out crying. I'm trying to get out the door. Like, let me get to the bathroom, get outside, get somewhere where people cannot see my reaction to this shit. I ended up walking down the hallway and sitting on the bench that was like facing another hallway, but it was a part of the rec center where nobody was. So I sat there and I cried silently. As my dad comes, sits beside me, and he puts his arm around me. And he's like, I think you should quit that team. That was so funny. And I was like, I just want to have fun. I just want to play. Like, what is it? Like, God, I just want to play. Like, I just want to play. I just want the opportunity. And I was so sad. I was so sad. And I sat there, and my dad literally prayed over me. He prayed over me, and he said, it's okay, just find somewhere else to play. Just find somewhere. There's somewhere else for you to play, bro. Just find somewhere else to play. Then my friend came over, and my friend sat with me and, like, just had positive reinforcements. And we left. We ended up leaving. And as we were leaving, you know, I had stopped crying by then. And as we were leaving, we step outside, and he's like, you know, I think you should try back out for the Harlem Globetrotters. And I was like, they didn't invite me. I thought it was invite only. And he was like, well, it is invite only, but you can get invited by a player. And he was like, you have to apply. They still have to approve you, but I can send you the link. Like, you can be the person that you're my referral. I prayed for 3 days.
Okay.
Initially I told him no, because I had already tried out for the Globetrotters, like 3 years prior.
Okay.
So I tried out. I didn't make it, but I had a blast. I was just scared of failure. So like when he told me that, I was like, no, like immediately, like shut it down.
Yeah.
I was like, boy, no, I do not need another L right now. Literally what I said to him, I said, I do not need another L right now. I don't think my spirit can take it.
Yeah.
And I prayed. I thought about it. He reached out, like, again, like every day. Like the next 2 days, he reached out and said, did I think about it? And he had already sent me the link, but he wouldn't have known if I signed up unless I told him.
Yeah.
So he just was checking in. And on that third day, I reached back out and I told him, like, I'm going to do it. And I just had faith. Like, I started working out more. Like, I was asking all of my friends that are, like, professional entertaining basketball players and content creators, like, show me different moves. I just poured into it. Like, I just poured into myself that whole time before I tried out. And then 2 days before I tried out, I played pickup and pulled my hip flexor.
Dang.
And when I say I pulled it, like, I couldn't sit in the car and get up without, like, excruciating pain.
Yeah.
And I had never felt that before. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is my hip. Like, how am I supposed to play offense or defense without a hip?
Yeah. Yeah.
How am I supposed to run? So I was stretching, icing, heating, nothing. So I got to training camp and I was so nervous. I was so nervous because I wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
And I was only like 45. I don't think I was even 50. The best thing I could have did was show up for myself and everybody else in a way that I led vocally. So my energy led. Like, although my physical energy was low, my emotional energy was high as hell. I just knew I was in the right place.
Yeah.
I knew I was where I was supposed to be. And I just gave it all I got. Like, I was like, F it. Like, F it. So I didn't make the Globetrotters, but I ended up making the Generals, which is okay with me. Like,
yeah.
Totally fine. I'm still part of the organization.
Yeah, you're literally still a part of the league. Yeah.
Exactly. So that was still great in itself. But honestly, Dom, like, I was so thankful for, like, to have a friend. And that's where I will forever be a firm believer in the people you surround yourself with and the people you call your friends will have a direct relation in your success or your lack of. Mm-hmm. Because my friends have poured into me, right? Like, I say, oh, I'm a loner and I don't have friends, but there are people that have been in my life for a long time. And I value that their relationship with me and their friendship. I also think, like I said, some people have been in my life a long time. I have just not allowed people to be there for me at times.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I wasn't the best of a friend that I could have been. You know, I go in my hole and I don't talk to people for weeks and months on end, and I disappear essentially. And that's something that I am working on. Mm-hmm. But it's something that I've done to protect myself and also, like, to protect others from me. Like, I don't want to be transferring my negative energy on anybody. And if I can't control my own emotions and feelings, like, I just don't want to bring anybody else down, right?
Yeah.
Like, energy is strong and I have so much of it that, like, if it's good or bad, people are going to feel it. And I don't really like that, right? Like, plus, if I have bad energy and I'm throwing it out, I'm going to get it back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep it to myself.
How would you say you, like, navigate that, like, now? Because you're pretty open about your journey with, like, your mental health. So how what does that look like now with, like, navigating those situations?
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm learning how to not go in my hole for as long. I will take a step back. I don't think it's anything wrong with taking a step back and reevaluating, taking time for yourself. But I do think that allowing people to be there for me is the biggest thing, you know, and learning how to be a good friend.
Yeah.
Right. And learning how to make good friends. Like, I don't want to be making the wrong friends, where I want to be making friends in Christ, brothers and sisters in Christ. I want to invite and encourage and meet people who are along similar paths as me, being a little bit more cautious with those who I invite in my life and expose to my story and all of it, which now y'all know some of my story. But
yeah, your story is definitely a unique one, but it's one I think a lot of people can learn from, because you got knocked down a lot, but you kept getting back up, right? So throughout all your experiences and learning more just about yourself outside of basketball, what would you say was the biggest thing that you have discovered about yourself?
Like my love for community. I would definitely say that through basketball, it helped me realize that that's really where my purpose lies, and encouraging and building the next generation. I think that's what I've learned. Just my love and passion for community.
Yeah. All right. So the world knows Marissa through basketball. But who is Marissa Mandeldove today? Where is your new arena? Or are you still on the journey of figuring it out?
I would say I'm still on the journey of figuring it out. And my new arena is the world.
I like it. Whether you're still playing or in transition, your next arena starts here. Link in my bio. We out. Bye.
Ooh.
Oh,
Sold the clip. Let's go. She sold the clip, y'all. Woo!